Hey everybody, welcome to Crackers and Milk. I'm your host Dave, and I am joined by Jake and Mike.
Hey guys.
Hello.
So,
back again.
Yes, we are actually going to talk about Robot Chicken and Family Guy Star Wars. And that's what this episode will be about. So we're not going to read the synopsis because we read it before and it didn't really say much. So we're just going to try and describe them as best we can. So Robot Chicken it kind of takes the story, but it just fills in some blanks or what, like there's this one episode this one part in episode 3 where Senator Palpatine or Emperor Palpatine didn't take an elevator and he took the escalator, and then a bunch of stormtroopers went by him, and you just see, okay, this is what maybe Senator Palpatine would say to the stormtroopers as they were passing, and what the stormtroopers would say to Senator Palpatine when they were passing. So that's what that one really is, like Robot Chicken is about. And then Family Guy, what they do is they just take the story, place Family Guy characters in it, and just like whittle it down to maybe an hour-long episode, 45-minute long episode, and they use it, and they have some jokes in it, and so that's kind of basically.
And the Family Guy makes fun of the Robot Chicken episodes, and it's just kind of intertwined because Seth MacFarlane is Family Guy, and then Seth Green is Robot Chicken, who does the voice of Chris in Family Guy.
On Family Guy, yeah. So so that's kind of the basic overview of both of those, and I think that's really all we need to talk about with them.
Yeah,
and so they have 3 episodes each. So, Robot Chicken is 1 through 3. They kind of like do 1 through 3.
Yeah, they've done 3 episodes.
Yeah, but it's like they kind of they do some of 4, 5, and 6. Like they do some sketches from 4, 5, and 6, but they do like 1, 2, and 3. So they do it all together. They mesh it all together, and then Family Guy just does 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, and they just do 4, 5, and 6, and not anything else. Yeah. So yeah.
Because to some diehard fans, that's all that exists is 4, 5, and 6. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. That's true. And so with Robot Chicken, that one. Okay, so I think I don't know what year it came out. Was it 2007?
2007.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one. I remember when I was at work in YouTube. I think that one was fairly new. Like YouTube was fairly new in 2007, right?
It wasn't exactly the same thing it is now.
Yeah. Right. So YouTube, they had the clip. They had the first clip of episode 1 of Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
And it's Senator Palpatine or Emperor Palpatine talking to 3 guys. And he says at the beginning, he's like, I threw the Sen at him. So I think he was talking about Yoda.
Yeah.
At his fight with Yoda.
Yeah.
And then the best part is he gets a phone call, but it's from Darth Vader.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
yeah.
This one.
It's the best.
It's the best chosen one to start everything out because that one just makes you start cracking up.
Yeah, the way they characterize the Emperor in the Robot Chicken ones.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
And it's Seth MacFarlane who does the Emperor's voice in Robot Chicken.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane.
Oh,
so they kind of have overlap with both of them.
Okay.
So, and he does it, and he just makes fun of because Darth Vader had to call him to tell him about the blowing up of the first Death Star. So funny, and
he finally was able to call him after weeks in that TIE fighter.
Yeah, that's right.
And he said something like, "You must smell like burnt, like rubbery burnt bacon or something like that." And it was just so funny. And then they go through the rest of the episode, but that one, I felt that one was like the best one.
The best one.
And then isn't Boba Fett's introduced into this?
Yeah, it's where he's fantasizing about how he gets out of the Sarlacc pit and takes Han Solo back to Hoth and the Tauntauns. And he's like, you know what? The Tauntauns, they hold grudges. That might have been in the second one.
I think that probably is the second one, but like
the first one, it's the one where he's got him frozen and he's doing the
and then he acts a little whatever.
Yeah.
He has the thing for Han Solo. It's a little weird, but
yeah.
And then is it in the second one where he gets dropped in the Sarlacc pit?
I'm pretty sure that's where he fantasizes about how he...
One of my favorite skits in that one is, or whatever this one is he's in the Sarlacc pit and he's talking to some guy.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I killed this. Do-do-do-do. And then like, he's like, well, at least you didn't go out like some punk. And he's like, yeah. He's crying the whole time, like,
yeah,
he's covering up like it really is a disgrace.
One of my favorite ones is when it's the scene from Return of the Jedi with the Luke in front of the Emperor, and this battle station is fully operational, even under construction, and it's just construction sounds start happening, and so he yells the foreman over, and the foreman kind of talks down to him. He's like, "Hey, we know how to do our job."
Like, I remember that Senator Palpatine goes to him. He's like, "Hey," and the guy just goes like this, like puts his arm up, and like everybody stops.
Yeah,
he's like, the force is strong with this one. And then one of my favorites is your mama jokes, because they do a mama joke, like
that's right, a little battle.
Yeah, like Palpatine says something, and then like Luke's like your mama or something like that, and then they do this.
Oh yeah,
mama with Darth Vader being the scorekeeper, and then the loser gets thrown over the pit. So funny. It's
what is
funny.
it? Obi-Wan said, "That's no moon. That's your mama."
And he, like, Luke says, your mother is, I think it's like your mother's so stupid that once she hears Jar Jar, she thinks he comes with pickles. And you're just like, what? Oh, so funny. And then the third one has more of a story, though.
Yeah.
The third one is Senator Palpatine, his rise.
Emperor
Palpatine, his rise to. So it starts off with Darth Vader throwing him over. And then it says he has this one of those, what? How did I get here moments when he's getting thrown over.
Yeah, I love that.
And then it goes through like all of his things.
Yeah.
And like some guys, and then they say, well, how did he get into politics? And some guy said, oh, you should go into politics. And he's like, I should thank that guy. And then like the next scene, he's like, oh my gosh, like he's going to kill himself, but like Wheel of Fortune comes on and like he doesn't kill himself. So that one's funny. And then Palpatine going through the Death Star like, oh, where is it? And then, like he had to find where his office was. Like it's over here, and he was going to take an elevator, but it had like these bunch of fishes.
Bunch of those,
like
right.
He's like, I just don't want to smell like fish.
Yeah,
man, that's insensitive, dude. Something like that.
I like it when Palpatine's shocking Luke, and it's like their personal thoughts of what's happening. He's, man, this really hurts.
Right in the eye.
And Darth Vader's like talking. Oh, what is he doing? No. So it's so choice.
And then Luke goes, "Is my dad gonna kiss him?"
Like, yeah, is my dad gonna kiss him?
Kiss me?
Right. I love that.
So weird, but it's fun. And then when he's going down, he actually
he starts calling people
and saying sorry
yeah,
because he's trying to change to a ghost. Yeah. And like he calls Jar Jar. he's like, Jar Jar, I manipulated you to do this. And he's like, oh, yeah, you did that? And then, like, they hang up, and then it goes evil. Jar Jar Binks like, ha, ha, ha. And you're like, whoa.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar. Yeah. It's so funny. And then he dies on the windshield of the Millennial Falcon.
Or the aluminum Falcon.
What the hell's an aluminum Falcon?
Where am I going to get the money on that light bright?
Build another one?
On that light bright. A light bright ATM, right? Is that what he calls it? So funny.
So good.
And then he actually comes back as a Force ghost, but he's naked.
Okay.
And you're like, what? And then in that one, they have like all the three, like they have Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker, and they like it switches to the young Anakin, and they're like, oh, they just kind of leave because like they're like, this party's lame, let's go. Oh, they see me, and they're just like, hi. And then Palpatine shows up, he looks down, he's like, oh, crap. So yeah, it's like, I would say it's funny. Like I would definitely watch it on YouTube because there's a lot of swearing in it because there's a lot of bleeps.
Yeah.
Like, because I have it where it's edited, so like you just hear the bleeps.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's
and
cable television for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I would do it on YouTube, but the best one, 100%, is when Darth Vader has to call Senator Palpatine. Or Emperor Palpatine.
The Emperor, bro.
He has to call the Emperor, and then you hear some of Darth Vader. Actually, you'd never hear any Darth Vaders. Yeah, you just hear Emperor Palpatine.
Now he's crying.
Because he's sitting with other people in the room, and that's when he takes the call. So it's so great because he's talking to them too.
Yeah.
And then someone calls him in the middle, and he orders like a sandwich. He's like, "I'm not even going to eat it."
Right.
And then he goes back to Darth Vader, and then like Darth Vader at then's like, "I love you," and Senator Palpatine's like, I love you too. Like he hangs up. So funny. Okay. So funny. And then yeah.
Like
then,
Stormtrooper taking your daughter to work.
Oh yeah.
Just
Gary.
funny stuff that
Stormtrooper Gary. Yeah. Yeah. That one's funny too. And like Stormtrooper Gary is one of the stormtroopers that sees Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, these aren't the droids that we're looking for. Daddy.
He's the one who starts the fire at
Baru's.
Baru and Uncle Owen.
Yeah. He's like, we gotta go. and so then there's also like I think in episode 2 where Anakin goes and gets his mom, and then they come back and it's Baru, Owen, and Padme. And they make the joke, like, Owen, like, turns to Baru, says something, Baru tells Padme, and they just start laughing. And he's like, what is wrong with you guys? He's like, look, it's little orphan Annie. He's like, I'll never forget this, or something like that. And it's so funny. Oh, just funny. Yeah. Just funny. So, Robot Chicken is one that we would recommend. And then with Family Guy, I don't know. You gotta kind of like Family Guy.
I think you have to like Family Guy.
You have to like Family Guy. Yeah. The episode set up, the power goes out, so Peter decides to tell the story of Star Wars,
and it happens 3 times. So that that's the start of all of them.
And so he's Han Solo, Chris is Luke Skywalker, Lois is Princess Leia. Who's Chewbacca?
The
dog.
Oh yeah.
So Brian, and then Darth Vader is Stewie.
Yeah, and. Quagmire and
and
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland are
R2D2,
R2D2.
and
Quagmire's R2D2 is C3PO, and then Cleveland's R2D2.
Yeah.
And then I think that's really the main people on that
Meg's the creature in the trash in the first
one.
one.
In the first one. The second one...
She's the space worm that the Millennium Falcon lands in.
Yeah. And then the third one, she's the Sarlacc bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so... And she complains about it a little bit, but they're just like, shut up, Meg, like normal, I guess. Yeah.
And it's funny. I think some of the funniest parts is when Seth Green goes, Robot Chicken pretty much already did this.
And this is at the end of all of them. Like, they talk about it, and Seth MacFarlane is always, who's Peter, is always like, no.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, don't know what you're talking about. You haven't seen this?
You haven't heard of Robot Chicken?
And then the first one, it was really funny. And then the second one, Seth Green kind of knew, like he said, I know what you're trying to do. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it.
Yeah.
So falls for it again.
For a long time, I said, what the deuce?
What the deuce?
Because of those Family Guy Star Wars episodes.
So, like, those ones... Like we said, you have to definitely be a fan of Family Guy.
Yeah.
They're okay. Like, I don't like the old guy, but as Ben Kenobi, but whatever. I get it. That one's a little weird.
Yeah, it's Family Guy.
Yeah, it's Family Guy with that one.
If you don't know what Family Guy is, look it up.
And is Joe... I think Joe, the guy in the wheelchair, is Jabba, right?
He plays Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt, yeah.
I don't know why he's not in more.
I thought he was like
It's been a while since I've seen him.
I tried to watch the first one, and the first one was like, okay. I'm just a bigger fan of the Robot Chicken ones than I am with Family Guy, because they're just retelling the story but putting their own spin on it.
Yeah,
I do like their scroll though. Their scroll is really kind of funny. There's one, I think. He acts like a teenager. They act like a teenager in one of them. Like the last one or the second one. And it's just this huge long one. And you're just like, this is so weird. But I get it. This is Family Guy. And like he just points things out. And so, in his scrolls.
I don't have a lot more to say about Family Guy. Can I bring up one other the parody? Have you guys ever heard of How It Should Have Ended?
Oh, yeah, you showed us.
Oh, yeah. Those are fun.
Yes.
I've watched those.
The characterization of Darth Vader when he finds out he's a dad
is
so funny.
I haven't seen that one.
I'm a dad. Hey, guys! And he goes running all over the place. Did you hear?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
And then doesn't someone say, it's going to take hours? Thanks, man. Or something like that.
Yeah, so I would definitely check those out if you like Star Wars.
Those ones are fun to watch. Those ones are
better
awesome.
than the Family Guy ones.
Yeah. And they're not as long. They're not like a whole episode. They're probably like maybe 10 minutes.
Maybe 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. They're not long. Like they break things down, and then of course the title of How It Should Have Ended, they just take Star Wars. This is how it should have ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one that you showed us first, where the guy is landing to get the architect of the Death Star. I love that. I watched that over and over because it's so funny. Let's land here for more dramatic effect. They're like, no, we don't want to walk, man. I love that. It's so true. Even when I watched that, I was like, holy crap. But I think we talked about that in a previous episode. But How It Should Have Ended. Genius.
But you should watch How You Should Have Ended on all 9 episodes. Yeah. Not just like
every
episode. Every episode of Star Wars, but also really every episode that they have.
Yeah.
Because they're great. They're funny. And then another one, I don't know if you guys ever watched it, Villain Pub. Did you guys ever watch that?
That's part of How It Should Have Ended.
Yeah, it's part of that group, but it's just the villains getting together.
Right, yeah.
And that's funny because Emperor Palpatine is the bartender in that. And so it's just funny. Like, they just kind of like make fun of each villains make fun of each other.
Yeah.
It's just great. But How It Should Have Ended YouTube channel is, that one's really fun. And you should subscribe to that and watch those because they do all sorts of like superheroes and movies.
Lots and lots of movies how it should have ended. But so Robot Chicken, I recommend the most, and then how it should have ended the Star Wars ones, and then Family Guy.
Yeah, Family. Yeah, I think that's probably the order that I would recommend it to.
Yeah,
because Robot Chicken's funny.
Robot Chicken is hilarious.
So those would be our recommends on those ones. Does anybody have anything else to say about these things?
No.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Have a great day. Please subscribe, rate, and leave a comment. We're on most all podcasting formats. So, and then we have YouTube, of course, as you can see with the videos. So, thank you, and have a great day.